Hey everybody, it's Fun Fiction Friday. I'm Mrs. Kroger and I have a fiction story for you that I loved when I was a little kid and still do today. It's Amelia Bedelia by Peggy Parrish. Now this is a little old school. This book had actually been around for a while when I was younger and reading it. But the series continued on for many, many years. There's even a modern version of Amelia Bedelia. You can see even the price tag. I got it at Half Price Books. This is copyright 1963. So this particular copy's been around for a while. Anyway, though, this is one of my favorite fiction authors / book for Fun Fiction Friday. You guys have a great day and keep reading.
You guys in the library and two of my favorite authors. My favorite book to read with the kids in our library is The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak. If you haven't read this book or had it read to you, it's a book you really need to check out from your library or from your local library whenever they all open back up. It is hilarious. It's even more fun when you are reading it with someone who's never read it before because they get lots of surprises here and there throughout the book. My favorite author to read as a kid growing up in school like you guys was Beverly Cleary. And she wrote all of the Ramona Quimby books. She wrote Ramona Quimby Age 8, and I really could relate to Ramona a lot in the books, and so it made it more enjoyable to read her Beverly Cleary's books with her as the main character. My favorite author currently is by a lady named Catherine Center. She is from the Houston area, and I was fortunate enough to meet her back at Texas TLA last year, the library convention that we go to every year in March. That once I listened to her speak about her book, I quickly went out and got them all, and I read every single one of them and just really enjoy it because she writes a lot about things in Houston area that I've actually seen or been to, and I can really relate to her books. So if your parents or your older siblings are looking for an author, I would highly recommend her. I would recommend you check out The Book with No Pictures. And if you're looking for another fun author, maybe check out Beverly Cleary. Thanks. I wish you guys all
a Fun Fiction Friday. It is the last day of National Library Week. Today we wanted to share with you what our favorite fiction books are. That's a really tough decision. But I narrowed it down to my favorite children's book. Bubba the Cowboy Prince. It is a fractured fairy tale. It's a twisted version of Cinderella, and it's about Bubba who works on a ranch, and he's the one that has to do all of the work, and his wicked stepbrothers Dwayne and Milton, they just sit around making fun of Bubba all day long. The story has a fairy god cow in it, and it has a rich female ranch owner who is looking for somebody to fall in love with so that he can help her work her ranch. And in the end, they live happily ever after, roping and cow poking and getting them dogies along. So, what's your favorite fiction book?
Hey everybody, this is
Have
Miss
a
Barbara,
great
High School Library. And on our Friday, this is going to be our last video. This is for my favorite book. I'm not sure if I have a favorite book. I've read lots of books over the years, but I have a favorite author, and I just finished this book that he did, The King of Lies. John Hart, he is an amazing writer. He writes books based in like North Carolina. They're thrilling action. You just never know how the twists and turns are gonna be. Keeps you gripped. He keeps you entertained. It keeps you just wanting to turn in like one more page. I have to say, it is a great book. He's a great author. I try to read things that are different genres, but again, it's a suspenseful mystery, keeps you a thrill ride, you just can't wait to put it down. So I've had the honor of meeting him. He's one of my favorite authors. So I just want to give a shout out to John Hart. I just finished this one, The King of Lies. I'm about to start another one, and I have another one in the works. So enjoy. Thanks. It's been a great week.
Hi y'all, this wonderful Fiction
soon.
Friday.
Bye, guys.
I just wanted to tell you about one of the first books I read that was a young adult book when I was an adult, and that was One for the Murphys. And it's written by Linda Hunt. It's a really great book about a little girl that goes into foster care and then she's adopted by a family. and the struggles that she thinks she's going to have and how awesome the new home is that she goes to. It's one of the books that I recommend to all of my students when they are asking me for a good book that will make you laugh and make you cry. But I love all books. It doesn't matter what
Hey
it
guys,
is.
Miss Faulkner
I love
here.
y'all. Have a great weekend.
I am coming
Bye.
to you from my favorite reading spot, which is my hammock in my front yard. Today is Fun Fiction Friday, the last day of National Library Week, and today we want to share with you our favorite fiction books. I have a series that is my favorite fiction book. It's the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I really hated to read, like really hated to read before I found that series. Like up until high school, I did not like to read, and I ended up going into the library and checking out that book, and I could not put it down, and continued on with the series, and it's really made me who I am today. So go out and grab you a book and have fun with it.